In this week's episode, we travel to a rural village in Limpopo to unearth a YouTube sensation. But first, from a petrol attendant to an international artist whose success benefits destitute children. He was raised by a factory worker who earned a paltry 80 rand per month. When there wasn't anyone to finance his university studies, he took up a job as a petrol attendant and saved a bit of money. Karendra Devroop's go-getter attitude took him to great heights in the music industry, performing alongside US stars like Queen Latiffa. But making it internationally wasn't enough. Karendra wanted his success to benefit the children of South Africa.
Nako gae ge batho ba ba iphelelang fela ka bane papa ka ke ena fela berekang go tlong. Ke tsene ka gore ke rila kutla fro parnate a re go tlotla instrumente ke be ke kwadisa ka gore ke ne ke fila go di enjoy.
Kopanang Langa is a member of the South African Music Outreach Project. Started by music professor Karendra Devroop, the initiative has branches in Gauteng, Northwest and KwaZulu-Natal.
I knew that music has the power to change people's lives. I've seen it in a bunch of research studies, in other projects in other countries. So initially the goal was to go there and change their lives through music, increase a sense of self-esteem, a sense of happiness, the belief in themselves more than anything else.
Karendra is himself an inspiring musician who has performed with respected artists and bands around the world. Raised in a family of 5 children, Karendra's mother was earning a paltry 80 rand per month. His father died when he was 11.
At the time, my mom was working in the shoe factory, and life was difficult. And she said, "Well, when you finish, you need to get into a profession where you're earning a living. You can't just be floating around, pursuing some dream that's not going to materialize, because we need to sustain ourselves."
When Karendra finished his matric in 1986, he took up several jobs, including being a petrol attendant. He saved enough money to take himself to the University of KwaZulu-Natal to study music.
I went off and finished up a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. But throughout my life, I had this one burning desire, one absolute passion that I really, really wanted more than anything else in the world. And that was to study in the United States.
Through sheer determination, he made it happen.
And this was a dream come true. And I would have to say from that point onwards, my life had turned around completely. Because I learned so much, I studied so much, I developed as a musician, I picked up the saxophone, I started studying the saxophone.
From a frustrated petrol attendant, Karendra was now a successful music teacher at a university in Pennsylvania. He also had opportunities to perform alongside top American stars like Queen Latiffa, Gill and Earth, Wind and Fire. After 10 years in the States, Karendra wanted his success to benefit his country.
I would like to give back. I need to give back to my hometown, to Pietermaritzburg, because that's where I came from. There were a lot of teachers that guided me and supported me. And it's at that point that in about 2006 or so that I decided, well, I'm going to impact people in my hometown through music.
Karendra brought with him a shipment of music instruments he had collected through a benefit concert in the US. That's how he started the South African Music Outreach Project, working with destitute children.
There had to be learners who did not have access to instruments. Kids who came from a background not necessarily similar to mine, but kids who could not afford an instrument, kids who came from broken homes, kids who were impacted by crime, by drugs, by poverty, by AIDS. And I wanted to use music as a way to change their lives.
Since then, Karendra has started orchestras in Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal and the Northwest, giving opportunities to hundreds of youngsters.
I can tell you that it had an influence in totality in our school culture, because it was an activity that was never here before. To me, it was obvious that with the necessary enthusiasm and also expertise, this could have been achieved, because I am aware that there are many hidden talents amongst children, that as soon as you create the opportunity where it can be developed, as proved here, you just give them the opportunity, you give them the necessary motivation and guidance, and the result is evident.
It's a feeling that I can seldom truly describe. To see a kid that has all of these challenges in life suddenly receive an instrument and develop and grow and overcome challenges like we've seen at this school, where kids who struggle to read and struggle to count, suddenly playing a musical instrument, making music, it literally grips at your heart.
Incredible. As always, we appreciate your feedback. Against all odds at enca.com. You can also be in touch with us on Twitter and Facebook. Still to come, in less than a year, he went from being a university dropout to a YouTube sensation.